everyone, welcome to From the Start with me and my violin, lesson series 5. I hope that you've enjoyed the first 4 series. Remember, if you feel like you need a little bit more practice, go back and repeat some of those videos from the first 4 series. Today we are going to be looking at how to find some new notes on the violin. So far we've played 4 notes: G, D, A, and E. These are known as the open strings. And you would notice that the lowest string, G, is the thickest, and it is also the loosest string. And the E string is the thinnest and the tightest string. So that's how we get the 4 different pitches of the open strings, is by tightening the string and also relying on the width of the string. The other way to get notes on the violin is to stop the string with one of my fingers by placing my fingertip on the string and pushing down onto the fingerboard lightly. So on the D string, for example, I can get many more notes. On the A string, I'm going to do a slide up so you can hear. So what's happening when I play an open string is I'm allowing the string to vibrate from the bridge to the nut. As soon as I place a finger down on the string, I'm stopping the string from vibrating from here. So I'm essentially shortening the string. And as you shorten the string, so the pitch gets higher. Did you hear that? So you can find different notes and have a little bit of fun. If you'd like to try it out, pause the video and just place your finger on the string and play the notes. Doesn't matter where you are for now. See how many different notes that you can find. Okay, so now I'm going to show you something, hopefully to demonstrate how important it is to learn where to place the fingers. I'm going to play the beginning of Twinkle Little Star. And I think I won't go further than that. Did you hear what was wrong? It was out of tune, which means that the notes weren't accurate. So what was happening was that my finger was a little bit too high, placed a little too high or a little too low on the string. So violinists always work very, very hard at listening to the note that we're playing and making sure that our finger is going down in precisely the right place. We rely on our ears to hear, and we also rely on muscle memory from all the practice time that we put in. So as we're learning this next step, make sure that you are practicing placing your finger in the right spot. Okay, so in order to get ready, we are going to get our fingers nice and warmed up. So we are looking at the left hand, but let's do it with both hands anyway. It's a bit more fun that way. Remember the violin, we don't count the thumb. So this is the first finger. The pointer is the first finger. Middle finger is the second finger. Ring finger is the third finger, and your pinky is the fourth finger. So let's make a donut, and we're going to start with our fourth fingers. Okay, and we're going to do it to the little rhyme. We must do our exercises, exercises, exercises. We must do our exercises early in the morning. We'll do it a little slower than that. And what we do is we just tap the finger along with the rhyme. You ready? We must do our exercises, exercises, exercises. We must do our exercises early in the morning. Great, have a little shake, make sure that you're nice and loose all the time. And now take your third finger, that's the ring finger. Make a circle. This one might feel a little strange, just give it your best shot. We must do our exercises, exercises, exercises. We must do our exercises early in the morning. Just a reminder, you can see I'm putting it on the tips, never like that, always on the tips. Okay, next one is the second finger. So your middle finger, nice and loose. Second finger. We must do our exercises, exercises, exercises. We must do our exercises early in the morning. And the last one is the first finger. We must do our exercises, exercises, exercises. We must do our exercises early in the morning. Very well done. We're going to stick with that rhythm but shorten it a little bit. So we'll just make it, we must do our exercises early in the morning. And we're going to practice some left hand pizzicato. So pick up your violin. We're going to start today on the D string. Make sure you're holding your violin correctly in the middle, and hopefully you can do that. So my head is still straight. I'm quite relaxed. When I bring my hand up to the shoulder of the violin, my hand is not holding the violin, it's not supporting it, it's simply placed there. Okay, we're going to start on the D string. Remember to play above the body of the violin, and we're going to pluck the string first with our fourth finger to that rhythm. 3, 4. We must do our exercises early in the morning. Ready for third finger, and we must do our exercises early in the morning. Second finger, we must do our exercises early in the morning. And the first finger, we must do our exercises early in the morning. Very well done. Have a little stretch out. Make sure that your arm is nice and loose. If it feels too tired, pause the video and do the rest later. Okay, now I would like to remind you about what we did in the first few lessons, which was that train track journey. So we took our left thumb and we said it was a train. That was the train track, and we slid up and down. And everything we do is important in this. And this is why we were doing it. One of the reasons. So what you're going to do now in position is take that left hand and slide the train down towards the scroll. Things to watch out for is moving your hand before the rest of your arm. So we never want that wrist, always a nice straight arm. So what's happening is the elbow here is narrow angle and then just increasing the angle, sliding down. So you're going to slide down, and now we are going to do a finger tapping exercise. Now fingers must be on their tips all the time. We're going to start now with our first finger. And this doesn't need to make any sound, you're just tapping the finger on the string like that and lifting it straight up in the air. Okay, same rhythm. We must do our exercises early in the morning. Excellent. You can leave that one for now and go to the second finger. Make sure that your thumb is nice and relaxed. And can you see that in between my thumb and my finger, I've got a V for violin. Okay, so not like that. There, my train is on the track. Second finger, we must do our exercises early in the morning. Third finger might feel a little strange. We must do our exercises early in the morning. And the fourth finger, we must do our exercises early in the morning. Well done. So that's getting your fingers nice and strong, and we must never forget about the bow. So let's find a perfect bow hold and slide your left hand back up to the shoulder of the violin. Find that perfect bow hold, and starting on the G, let's do that same rhythm. Ready, and 1, 2, and the E. Well done, everyone. Have a nice stretch. Make sure there's no tension in your back, and I'll see you next time.